In the heart of every Lord of the Rings fan lies a deep love for Middle-earth, whether it's the vivid prose of J.R.R. Tolkien's books or the sweeping visuals of Peter Jackson's film trilogy. Yet, for all their brilliance, the movies took liberties that reshaped Tolkien's world, sometimes leading to misconceptions about the story, characters, and themes. Let's embark on a journey through Middle-earth to uncover the biggest differences between the books and films, revealing the truths hidden beneath the cinematic sheen. This exploration isn't about faulting the films, but celebrating both versions while clarifying what was changed, omitted, or reimagined. One of the most striking differences is the portrayal of Frodo Baggins. In the books, Frodo is a mature hobbit, 50 years old when he sets out from the Shire, carrying the wisdom and resilience of middle age. His decision to take the ring is deliberate, born of quiet courage and a sense of duty honed over years. The films, however, present a younger, more vulnerable Frodo, barely out of his tweens, hobbit young adulthood, with Elijah Wood's wide-eyed portrayal emphasizing fragility over fortitude. This shift makes Frodo's journey feel more impulsive, driven by external pressures rather than internal resolve. While the film's Frodo is relatable, especially to younger audiences, book Frodo's maturity adds depth to his struggle, showing a hobbit who grapples with the ring's weight as a seasoned soul, not a naive youth. Another misconception lies in Aragorn's character arc. In Tolkien's text, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, is a confident heir of Isildur, fully aware of his destiny as Gondor's king. His journey is less about self-doubt and more about timing, waiting for the right moment to claim his throne. Tolkien paints him as a mythic figure, steadfast and regal, with his love for Arwen as a quiet, unshakable constant. The films, however, give Aragorn a modern twist. A reluctant hero plagued by self-doubt, hesitant to embrace his lineage due to Isildur's failure. Viggo Mortensen's brooding performance adds emotional layers, but it diverges from Tolkien's Aragorn, who never wavers in his purpose. This cinematic choice makes Aragorn's arc more dramatic, but sacrifices the book's portrayal of a man born to lead, unburdened by existential crises. The omission of Tom Bombadil is perhaps the most debated difference. In the Fellowship of the Ring book, Frodo and his companions encounter this enigmatic, jovial figure in the Old Forest. Tom, with his boundless power and carefree spirit, rescues the hobbits from Old Man Willow and the Barrow Wights, offering a glimpse into Middle-earth's ancient mysteries. His role, though brief, underscores the world's depth beyond the ring's quest. The films cut Tom entirely, likely for pacing, as his episodes don't directly advance the plot. Yet, this omission flattens Middle-earth's richness, leaving fans with the misconception that the story is solely about the ring's destruction. Book Tom reminds us that Middle-earth is vast, with powers and stories beyond Sauron's reach. The Scouring of the Shire, a pivotal book chapter, is another casualty of the films. In Tolkien's The Return of the King, the hobbits return to a Shire ravaged by Saruman, disguised as Sharky, and his ruffians. Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin lead a rebellion to reclaim their home, showcasing their growth into leaders. This chapter highlights the cost of war, even for those far from the battlefield, and Frodo's lingering trauma as he struggles to reintegrate. The films end with a triumphant return to an untouched Shire, omitting the scouring for a simpler, happier resolution. This creates the misconception that the Hobbit's victory is complete, erasing the book's bittersweet truth. War leaves scars, even in victory. Arwen's expanded role in the films is a cinematic invention that alters Tolkien's narrative. In the books, Arwen is a quiet, almost ethereal presence, her love for Aragorn unfolding mostly in appendices. Tolkien focuses on her choice to become mortal, a poignant sacrifice, but she rarely appears in the main story. The films, however, elevate Arwen into a warrior princess, with Liv Tyler's portrayal including scenes like her outriding the Nazgul to save Frodo. While this adds drama and a stronger female presence, it shifts Arwen's character from a symbol of love and sacrifice to an action-oriented figure. Fans might assume Arwen is a major player in the books, but her true role is subtler, rooted in emotional rather than physical heroism. The portrayal of the Ents and the Battle of Helm's Deep also diverges significantly. In the books, Treebeard and the Ents decide to march on Isengard after a lengthy Entmoot, driven by their own anger at Saruman's destruction of Fangorn. Merry and Pippin play a catalytic role, but the Ents' agency is clear. The films, however, depict the Ents as reluctant, with Pippin tricking Treebeard into seeing Saruman's devastation to spur action. This diminishes the Ents' autonomy, suggesting they need hobbit manipulation to act. Similarly, the films amplify Helm's Deep with elven reinforcements led by Haldir, a detail absent in the books, where Rohan and Aragorn's forces stand alone. This addition creates a grander battle but misrepresents Tolkien's focus on human resilience. Gandalf's confrontation with the Witch King is another point of divergence. In the books, during the siege of Minas Tirith, Gandalf faces the Witch King at the city gates in a tense standoff, their power evenly matched until the Rohirrim's arrival breaks the moment. Tolkien portrays Gandalf as a formidable force, unyielding against Sauron's lieutenant. The films, however, show the Witch King shattering Gandalf's staff, suggesting a moment of weakness for the wizard. This cinematic choice heightens drama but undermines Gandalf's book-bound strength, leading to the misconception that he is less powerful than the Nazgul's leader. Tolkien's Gandalf, as a Maia, holds his own, embodying hope against despair. The timeline of events is compressed in the films, creating a sense of urgency that sometimes distorts Tolkien's pacing. In the books, 17 years pass between Bilbo's birthday and Frodo's departure from the Shire, allowing Gandalf time to research the ring. This slow build emphasizes the ring's insidious nature and Frodo's deliberate choice. The films condense this to mere months, making Gandalf's realization and Frodo's departure feel rushed. Similarly, the journey from Rivendell to Mordor spans years in the books, with seasons changing to reflect the quest's toll. The film's tighter timeline sacrifices this depth, leading fans to assume the quest was a swift, linear adventure rather than a grueling odyssey. Denethor's portrayal is another stark contrast. In the books, Denethor is a complex, tragic figure, a proud, intelligent steward undone by grief and the Palantir's manipulations. He loves Faramir, though harshly, and his despair is a slow unraveling. The films reduce Denethor to a caricature, a mad, gluttonous tyrant who openly despises Faramir and ignores Gondor's needs. This simplification makes Denethor's fall less tragic, creating the misconception that he was always a weak leader. Tolkien's Denethor is a man broken by loss and Sauron's deceit, not a one-dimensional villain, adding nuance to Gondor's political struggles.